Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I got a Hollywood agency. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, right? I can't say too much, but I'm going to say it. Has it ever been a time where as though, have you ever got a visitor?
A visitor? Like somebody come to your house?
How can I explain this? When you're getting to certain levels and you're going up, somebody come see you.
And want to come talk to you?
Somebody come and see you to help you go to the next level. A lot of people, you know how you might see somebody that's not that talented or not that funny or whatever, and all of a sudden they be all the way up here and you trying to figure out how that happened. Now I'm going to rephrase this question. Have anybody came to visit you?
Nah, hell nah. Nah. I don't think they going to try to do that.
I'm just saying.
Hell no.
Guys, so what you just seen was comedian Desi Banks being asked in an interview by Wallo and Gillie the Kid, if he sold his soul. He basically, they asked him, was he Hollywood, and he was agreeing with it because he didn't understand what they were saying. And then they broke it down to him. They were basically saying, have you been approached by the Illuminati? And after he realized what they were saying, he was like, nah. They explained to him how average comedians go from being, average to being Kevin Hart type comedians. And Desi Banks is very funny. He has a big following on Instagram and social media sites. He's very popular. But do I think he sold out? I don't know. I'll know once I see him getting big movie roles. But as of right now, I'm going to say no, he has not sold out yet. But in that interview, they were basically trying to get him to say that he sold out. They asked him if they've been approached by the Illuminati. And this happens all the time. I tell you, this happens with any upcoming comedian, rapper, actor, YouTuber, TikToker. They will approach you. And I've made videos about this, talking about it before. They will approach you and they will ask you to basically, we can enhance your career as long as you follow these guidelines. And that's when they write up the contract and they begin to control people. Do they have control over Desi Banks? No, I don't think so, because he's still doing his own content. When they control you, you'll start seeing the change in the people's content. Because what they produce, what kind of content they put out changes completely, because they're no longer in control of their own product. And the Illuminati is all about control, and that's why they always approach these upcoming celebrities who have a huge following. And it's only a matter of time before Desi Banks gets that call to Hollywood, the real call. Not what he thinks he's doing. He's not really Hollywood. When he gets the real call to Hollywood, he will know. We will know. Because as of right now, he really has not changed who he is. He's been the same person for the past 3-4 years that I've known about him. Very funny guy. But just like they said, these comedians that are not even funny, blowing up and getting all these huge movie roles and stuff like that. Happens with rappers. You see some of these terrible rappers blowing up and getting a huge following and becoming this big international celebrity. Music selling all types of millions of streams and stuff like that. It just doesn't add up sometimes. That is because they have been bought by the Illuminati, and the Illuminati is going to push you. They're going to make sure you're big. They're going to make sure you blow up, because they see you as a dollar sign, and they know what this generation likes. It's not about being the best. If you're catchy, they want you, and that's just what it is. Now back to Desi Banks. After that interview, I'm pretty sure, Gillie the Kid and Wallo are going to make sure the Illuminati approaches him, seeing that he hasn't been approached yet. And they ask you stuff like this in interviews intentionally. Gillie the Kid was just over there laughing because he already knew what time it was. They asked these questions intentionally. They basically were giving him signs. They know he hasn't joined the Illuminati, but they want him to join. They're giving him hints that it's going to happen eventually. If not, they're going to make sure that it happens. That's why you cannot really pay attention to all these media outlets, these podcasts and stuff like that, because a lot of them are sold out. And they're pushing out content that really doesn't benefit nobody but themselves and the people that are controlling them. You see this with a lot of these podcasts. You know, they push a narrative just like the fake news channels do. Just like CNN and Fox News. They push out a lot of fake news, a lot of fake media, a lot of fake stories. And they like to manipulate people. You could tell by Dez's response that he didn't know what was going on. But I can tell you now, probably since that interview, he's already been approached. Whether he sold his soul or not yet, he's been approached. This is how the industry goes. They basically broke it down and told you guys exactly what it was right there. Illuminati is a real thing. And people are really selling their souls. Just think about it. Think about all the celebrities that became bigger than what they really should have been, that really don't have quality content. But they grew some kind of following. And they usually go for the ones that aren't all that great. And Desi's very great. So they usually go for the ones that are mediocre. Because they can do more with them. And they can manipulate them more because they need them. They need the Illuminati. Y'all stay woke and pay attention, man. The industry is nothing but an evil place. Go to a Hollywood party and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I just had to get that off my chest. Thank you to one of my subscribers that emailed me the video clip. They asked me to do a video on it. I did some research. And to that subscriber, I do not think Desi Banks has sold his soul yet. But I do believe it will happen in the near future. And if he doesn't accept the offer, his career will decline. Y'all watch out for these industry puppets. Illuminati is in full effect this year. And they are coming. And I can promise you that. Y'all have a good night.